January 30th, 2026, the Department of Justice drops 3 million pages of Epstein files. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Reid Hoffman, Silicon Valley is in freefall. But before we dive into who is named in these files, there's one question that's been haunting the internet for 5 years. Is Jeffrey Epstein actually dead? August 10th, 2019. Jeffrey Epstein was found unresponsive in his cell, pronounced dead. Case closed. Or was it? The nose doesn't match. The ears are different. Intelligence assets don't just die. They get relocated. And 38 minutes before the world knew he was dead, someone on 4chan posted this. Epstein died an hour ago. Screen cap this. Stick with me till the end of this video because what I'm about to show you will make you question everything. Alright, let's set the stage. On January 30th, 2026, the DOJ released the biggest Epstein file dump in history. 3 million pages, 2,000 videos, 180,000 images. The names, billionaires, politicians, tech titans, all connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Elon Musk begging to attend the wildest party on the island, Bill Gates contracting STDs from Russian girls, Reid Hoffman's passport found in Epstein's gift bag. But here's what the media won't talk about. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just a billionaire, he was an intelligence asset connected to the CIA, Mossad, the FBI. And in the world of intelligence, assets don't get killed, they get extracted. Think about it. Epstein had dirt on everyone. Presidents, princes, billionaires. You think they'd just let him sit in a cell and potentially talk? No, they'd stage his death, give him a new identity, and let the world think he's gone. Sound crazy? Stick around. By the end of this video, you'll see why millions believe Epstein is still alive. But first, let's talk about the billionaires scrambling to control the narrative. First up, Elon Musk, the man who swore he turned down Epstein, the man who said he never went to the island. The emails say otherwise. November 2012, Musk writes to Epstein, "What day/night will be the wildest party on your island?" December 2013, Musk asks again, "Is there a good time to visit?" Epstein responds, "I will send heli for you." A private helicopter to Little St. James, the same island where victims were trafficked. Now, the files don't confirm Musk actually went, but they blow a hole in his "I declined" story. Musk's now calling the files a distraction. Funny how that became his position after his emails leaked. But Elon's not the only one panicking. Next, Bill Gates, the man who admitted his relationship with Epstein was a huge mistake. The files reveal something way worse. Epstein's draft emails, written like a diary, claim that Bill Gates contracted an STD from Russian girls, and that Gates asked Epstein to help him acquire antibiotics to secretly dose his wife Melinda. Gates' team called it absolutely absurd, but Epstein had no reason to write these to himself unless they were true, or unless he was building leverage. The files also show Gates asking Epstein to arrange illicit trysts with married women, to provide Adderall for bridge tournaments, to be his fixer. And this was after Epstein's 2008 conviction. Gates knew who he was. Melinda filed for divorce shortly after this came to light. Coincidence? And then there's Reid Hoffman, LinkedIn co-founder, Democratic megadonor. Hoffman's name appears over 2,600 times in the files. 2,600. The files show visits to Epstein's island, his ranch, his Manhattan townhouse, and in one 2016 email, Epstein writes, "Please tell Reid I have his passport. Found in the gift bag they gave me, his passport in a gift bag." How comfortable do you have to be at someone's place to leave your passport behind? The files show Hoffman calling Epstein high intellect, offering to introduce him to Zuckerberg, planning weekend getaways. In 2015, Hoffman hosted a dinner. The guest list, Elon, Zuckerberg, Thiel, and Epstein. Hoffman claims it was just fundraising for MIT, but the files tell a different story. And now, Elon and Reid are in an all-out war on X. Musk claims Epstein tried to lure him by saying Reid would be there, that it had the opposite effect. Hoffman fired back, "You begged to go for the wildest party. You lied for a decade. Both are in the files, both had connections, both are rewriting history. Who's lying?" Maybe both. Alright, you've been patient. Now let's talk about the real question. Is Jeffrey Epstein actually dead? August 10th, 2019. This photo was released. Epstein on a gurney, pronounced dead. But the internet immediately noticed something. The nose. It doesn't match. Epstein had a distinct hooked nose. The body on that gurney, straighter, thinner. The ears. Epstein's ears were larger, more pronounced. The body's ears, smaller, different shapes. Now, some say it's just the angle, the lighting, post-mortem changes. But here's where it gets weird. Who actually saw the body? According to reports, only a handful of people. Prison guards, medical examiners, FBI agents. No independent verification, no public viewing, no open casket funeral. His brother Mark claimed to have seen the body, but even he said there were suspicious marks on the neck that didn't align with the hanging. And then there's this. Intelligence assets don't get killed, they get extracted. Epstein had connections to Israeli intelligence, the CIA. He was allegedly running a blackmail operation for them. You think they'd just let him rot in a cell? Risk him talking? Making a deal? No, they'd stage his death, fake the autopsy, give him a new identity. Witness protection on steroids. Some believe he's living in Israel under a new name. Others think he's in South America, hidden, protected. And here's the kicker. Remember that 4chan post? The one that predicted Epstein's death 38 minutes early? The new files link it to a corrections officer named Roberto Grijalva. His phone activity stopped at 8:16 a.m., the exact minute the post went live. But here's what's insane. The post said, Epstein died an hour ago from hanging cardiac arrest. An hour ago. That puts time of death around 7:15 a.m. But official reports say he was found at 6:30 a.m., pronounced dead at 7:36 a.m. So either this guard had inside info, or he was posting about a staged death. Was Grijalva in on it? Was he part of the extraction? Or was he just a pawn who saw something he shouldn't have? We may never know, but one thing's clear. Nothing about Epstein's death adds up. So here's where we stand. 3 million pages of files, billionaires exposed, emails leaked, videos surfacing. And one question remains. Is Jeffrey Epstein actually dead? The nose doesn't match. The ears are different. Intelligence assets don't die. They disappear. At Political Pulse Daily, we're diving deep into every angle of this story. The billionaires, the victims, the conspiracy, the truth. If you want to stay updated as more files drop, hit subscribe. Turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. Epstein's death was supposed to end this. Instead, it started the biggest cover-up in modern history. Welcome to Political Pulse Daily. Let's expose it all.